Yeah. Okay, beautiful. So, and Kayla, you are also in charge because you are the host. So as I speak and people want to join in, you just admit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, great. So we start. So welcome everybody. I'm very much excited to have you all here. Hi, Wendy. Nice to see you.
Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Sharon.
Yeah, and hello team and many other friends, new and old. I always like to say when I meet new people, it's like friends I haven't met yet. So Wendy is already a good friend. Uh, I can do it. You can do it. Together we can achieve it. She's very famous
Yes.
with the videos in challenge eating, and yes. So what is this about challenge eating? Why are we having these Zoom meetings and WhatsApp? This is because, you know, you could say life is a challenge, right? But I say life is love. So we do it because we are love and we want to spread the light from within with everybody. You know, we want to make people happy. That's how we remain happy. That's what gives us hope. I'll tell you a story, Wendy. This is, by the way, this is a story I heard by my good friend, which is also here. His name is Tim, and he's an amazing person. And he told this story. There are two friends that they see a falcon is chasing a pigeon in the sky. And one friend says, "Oh, look, the pigeon is flying. She's afraid." And the other friend says, "No, no, no. The pigeon is flying as it has hope." So it's really for us to decide what it is that motivates us, fear or hope. Falcon could resemble time, right? Now I'll tell you another story that I'm very much into. So there, like I used to sail, and I like, and I had the exam in the sailboat, and one time the trainer he tells the student there is a storm coming, the wind is getting stronger. What do you do? So the student thinks and he says, okay, I fold, I narrow some of the sails. And then the teacher says, oh, the wind gets much stronger. What do you do? So he says, okay, I fold all of the sails, I turn on the engine, and I'm getting prepared for the storm. So the teacher says, okay, the wind is getting even stronger. What do you do now? So the student's thinking, he says, okay, I will throw an anchor. Okay, so the teacher says, okay, the wind is even growing stronger. What is it that you do now? So the student thinks and he says, okay, I will throw another anchor. And then the teacher says like, the wind is getting stronger. What is it that you do now? And the student says, I will throw another anchor. So the teacher is getting mad and he says, how many anchors do you have? So the student also replies like, how much wind do you have? And this is the really big important, how much wind, how much spirit we have inside of us, right? How much force, energy we have inside of us to keep on doing this, no matter how many anchors life throws at us, trying to pull us to stop us. So this is also a story I like. Now I'm gonna get to the basics, because really what motivates us is not just our own spirit, is us doing things together. Actually, with the technological intelligence together with the human intelligence. Now it is possible to focus more on values and find meaning, and more than that, it's really about finding new ways to cooperate, to collaborate, to work together. And this is the future leadership. It is us learning, adapting the new mindset, and learning how to use the new tools so we can better collaborate. And this is the new mindset, this is the new culture, and therefore you are here. We have these tools, and this is how we have designed the program. Actually, like, to complete it and get a certificate, yes, you have to go through all of the 18 goals, 17 UN goals, and number 18, future of humanity. It doesn't mean you have to attend every week. This is a lifelong learning. The program doesn't end after, after like a week, a month, a year. It is a lifelong learning. This program goes on and on. Okay, so some people are with us for 2 or 3 years by now, you know, and that's what's beautiful about it. This is one, just for you to understand. If you are missing some of the tasks, some of the goals, some of the weeks, as long as you are here, as long as you are committed, you are part of this journey. This is one. This is the main group, the main Zoom sessions. It's for us to learn how to better collaborate, and also to learn from one another. I will not be speaking alone. We have, like, we all, it's about us. It's not about me. Okay, we'll have many speakers as part of this, and every time new minds, new ideas, and more to learn. This is about the main Zoom sessions. About the program more in details, we assign you into smaller action groups. There are different kind of groups you can attend. This you could see in the registration form. There are the think tank groups. So this is where you can share experiences, share emotions, and just feel like you have a place, like a home, with other minds, hearts, to share whatever. This is one. Other type of groups is a played forward type of groups. It's actually, this is good, very good for educators. So please, if you don't mind, mute yourself. Or Kayla, if you can mute all beside me. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I continue now. Yeah. So other played forward. This is good for educators, so they can learn by experience. And another form, another type of group is like business ventures. So anyone who has an idea, a dream of yours, you could start a small group. We sign, and you know, it's like a wise council. It's people join in that in the right time, and they bring whatever they can in value, knowledge, and so on, to help each and every one of our community to realize their goals and dreams. So this is about the smaller teams. For anyone who did not complete their registration, so I urge you to complete. In regards of payment, you see, this is something new I'm working on. Like for the last 3 years, I've not charged, but now, as I wish to grow and grow the impact and help more people and refugees. there is also here like a new learning business model that I'd like to apply. So for that, what I did, I've offered three plans where I invited you to play the full price, or Dana, like as much as you can, or if you're not able and still you want to be part, then you're more than welcome. So this is more or less about the program. About the 17 goals, I'm sure all of us here are very much familiar with the 17 goals, as I see in the names. If someone here is not yet familiar, I will make sure in the next meeting to talk in more details about the 17 goals. What's unique about this program is that through the WhatsApp messages, I share with you informative messages about each and every one of the goals, and also 3 types of tasks according to level of commitment: learn, reflect, and act. So learn could be watching TED Talk, reflecting could be something you write in your diary. For example, goal number 1 is no poverty. Now, poverty, you go right away to, the financial. Do I have money or I don't? I'm poor. I take it into a more spiritual level. Like, just think of 18 things, for example, that you have in life. Okay, this is now about appreciation, being grateful, thankful, and so you see, it's true wealth is from the inside, not from the outside. So this is in regards of goal 1. And of course, if you want to escape poverty, it's not a matter of the mind, or it's not lack of character. Yes, it's lack of cash, and this is how we are changing the world, so we can find in new means to work together and close socioeconomical gaps everywhere. Yeah, I believe that this is more or less what I have to say. Also, yes, in the main group, it's very important for you to keep silent beside marking the emojis, showing that you have completed the tasks. This is one. And in the smaller groups, this is the place for sharing ideas, images, videos, and whatever information you are keen of. For anyone who is willing to speak in one of the meeting, or so we are working on the website, so as to automate everything. But as for now, anyone who is willing to talk down the road in one of the main Zoom sessions, so you can feel free to contact me, and we can arrange that. And yes, I believe this is more or less what it is. We are all here to learn, to grow, to share ideas, and make the world a better place. So yeah, thank you for listening, and I will leave the time now for Q&A before we'll move on next, because this is not about me, this is about us, and I'm sure you have many questions. So please, you can unmute yourself now and share questions. Anyone? Or maybe I ask you if that's the case. Let's do it. Let's do it like popcorn style. Okay, popcorn style. It means I choose one of the names, and and you appear and you answer my my question, and then you move on to the next person you see. So I'll start with right, Simon, right, Simon Gusto. Are you still here with us? Yes, Simon Gathu. Simon Gathu. So the question is, what motivates you and what gives you hope? I will also write down it in the chat. So Simon, you please be the first to
So once again, Sharon, thank you and for the opportunity, and good evening to everyone on the call. Hope you can hear me. So what motivates me is just knowing that we, all of us, are here, but in a very for a very short period of time, and and after that we log out. So the question is, how did you leave? Did you leave the earth better than you found it? As somebody once said, the last test of a leader is he or she did he leave an inspired and a team that is willing to move on even after they log off. So what motivates me in this challenge is knowing that then the 17 SDG, if there's one thing they do, they go to the specifics and they give you an opportunity to pick what you like. Like we had this conversation earlier before guys joined, that my favorite is on the SDG 17 and 17 and 13. So those two SDGs make me wake up every day in the morning, and every day I make sure I am able to account what I've done. Have I littered? Have I seen somebody littering and I'm able to tell them, by the way, you're not supposed to do that because these are the effect of you littering around. So that makes me wake up every other morning.
Beautiful. So now you choose someone else to also share their ideas and thoughts.
I would choose Tim.
Well, thank you. Maybe I'll put my video on. There we go. I actually have to leave in a few minutes, but yeah, I'm motivated, I think, because I used to read science fiction when I was a kid, and I was always obsessed with the idea of one day going to stars, being a space cadet, and all these things. And over time, you know, I realized that it's not about rockets, it's not about the technology, it's about the society. Because without a functioning civilization, we ain't going anywhere, and we're also going to trash our planet. So I think what motivates me is really the big questions of how do we create a civilization that is sustainable and regenerative and transformative, but how do we do it on operational level? So how do we do it in a decentralized way? How can we create new systems? And not in a philosophical way, but in a practical way. What practical new systems can we put in place at the bottom level that can filter up so we actually get a functioning society? And I think the SDGs are interesting as metrics or goals within that space. And I guess I get a hope from the growing amount of people I meet that actually are quite selfless and are not obsessed by money and not obsessed by survival and competing and having more than others, but actually use a lot of their time to do what they can to create a better planet. So I think there's a new, maybe not new, but there's definitely enough people to make a difference. And I think it's just really at this point finding ways for the people that want to make the difference, the change makers, to actually meet and start coordinating their efforts. And then I think the impact can be massive in a very short amount of time. So that gives me hope. And I will pass over to Uri.
Yes, hello. Thank you, Tim. And I will actually have to dash off in 2 minutes, so it's good I can share now. Yeah, I'm connected from Italy. I'm originally from Israel, and I just have had conversations many times about SDGs and why I'm critical of the language of them, although I see them as a step in the way. And why I think it's not enough is because we have this idea of moving from SDGs to RCA. So RCA is regenerative community action. And the reason is sustainable is not enough right now. We are in a situation that we need to be regenerative. Development is the part of the problem we created of linear time, of linear understanding of the world, in which it's very top down and not doesn't recognize community value and collectivity. And action, because goals are wonderful and we need to review our goals, but goals are not now, they are always in the future. So while it's important we review our goals, it's also very important we review our actions in the here and now. So I'm very interested in the here and now, and in the community and in regeneration. Yeah, and I see reconnection with self and earth and nature and others as a doorway maybe that we can all enter to be more in relationship with everything that is around us, that is alive, that wants to work with us to regenerate with us and flourish. So that's what I'm bringing, and also fascination to know all of your stories, and I have to log out, so I might listen to the recording and meet you all on WhatsApp later. But I pass it to let's see, Mark.
Hello. What motivates me is to make sure that the world is better tomorrow than today. And what motivates me is also innovative technologies that help us become more sustainable. So greetings from Singapore. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So next person can go. Maybe I have Gila.
I just want to say something. This session will end in about 5 minutes. So just to make sure we all have the opportunity to introduce ourselves, just use the same Zoom link to log in again, so we can all introduce ourselves. Okay. Now, Gila, please, you may speak. Thank you.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It's nice to meet you all. Like, yeah, I'm through my phone, so unfortunately doing so many things at the same time. But it's really interesting to listen to so many different stories. And what is motivating me, that there is always willpower, and there is every day somebody we can change, like in a way of different thoughts or similar. And what motivates me, it is not something positive, but there is a lot of research done long time ago, and we didn't act in the right time. So this gives me a huge motivation. But what gives me hope, that we are still alive, we are still together, and we can exchange different ideas. So I'm really looking forward.
Okay, great. So what I advise now, just not to cut someone in the middle, that we will stop this, and Kayla, if you can stop the recording, and you